If you're 25 years old or older, you know specifically where you were at when the World Trade Towers were attacked on 9/11. When the first one got hit, you may have heard about it. You may have heard a news report about it. But all of a sudden you rushed to a TV, and by the time you got to a TV, you saw the second trade center get hit. And you knew that our country was now under attack. And they attacked the very pillars which make America exceptional. And for the first time in my lifetime, had the opportunity to feel what's it like to be attacked on our soil. And if you were like me and you happened to travel the state, or maybe you just traveled the county or Mount Pleasant or your community or across the country, what you would have noticed is there was red, white, and blue everywhere. There was flags out front of the porches. Everywhere you went down the countryside, right here in Henry County, you would have saw flags and flags and flags. The other thing you would have recognized is the churches, the sanctuaries, the chapels. They were filled to overflow. And as a state leader at that time said to me, he said, you know, Bob, when you have nowhere else to run and nowhere else to hide, where do you go? You run back to God. You go back to church. Well, now we're 2015, almost 14 years later. And let me ask you a question. Where are we at today? Where have we gone? Because in September 2011, after the attack, you would have saw Republican and Democrat congressmen and women and senators on the Capitol steps, linked in arms, saying we're not Republicans, we're not Democrats, we're Americans, and they sang, God bless America. God bless America. Almost 14 years later, where are we at? Just this morning, in the Iowa Capitol, which is totally within the religious liberty right, but you had a state representative invite someone to deliver a Wiccan prayer. Now, you may say that's religious liberty, but I'd say you better be careful if you want to start mocking the God that you're asking to bless this country. That's a huge concern.